Hi there, I'm Aki from Aki Gaming, and welcome to another episode of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Each episode, we will be putting two heroes into the spotlight and see who reigns supreme over the other. First, they will be judged by all of their attributes, which includes their stats, weapons, skill, etc. Then, we will put them into a battle simulator and see who's the better one when head on. Not only that, we will be also giving them their best possible skill build and put them into the ultimate mass battle showdown to see who will be crowned the winner of My Waifu or Husbando is Better Than Yours. Let's not wait any longer and introduce our contestants. Standing on the left corner, the simple country girl from Oma, the capable and beautiful soldier, the fierce halberdier Nephenee! And standing on the right corner, the hero with a strong sense of justice, the world-hopping brave princess, Lucina! There's a total of 4 Lucina introduced in the game so far. Do you give them nicknames to differentiate them apart? For this video, I'm going to give brave Lucina a shorter name. She will be called Brina. So there you go, the battle between two Lancer, the country girl versus princess. Who will take home the title of Best Waifu? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Round 1, Stats and Skills. Let's start with their base stats total. Nephenee has a BST of 157, and Brina's BST is also 157. It's a draw. What about their rating after weapons and skills? Nephenee's total rating is 175. And Brina's is 176. Brina opens the scoring 0-1. Next is their hit points. Nephenee has 37 HP and Brina has 41. 0-2 to Brina. Let's look at their attack now. Nephenee's attack is 31 plus 14 and Brina is 34 plus 16. 0-3 to Brina. What about their speed? Nephenee has 35 speed, and Brina's speed is 36! Brina scores again! It's looking like a one-sided match now. Now, let's look at the defense. Nephenee has 34 points in defense, and Brina has 27! Nephenee finally scores 1-4. Next, their resistance to magical damage. Nephenee has a resistance of 20. And Brina has 19! 2-4! Currently, after looking at their stats, Nephenee is trailing behind by 2 points, but she could still turn the table around with her weapons and skills. Next, let's look at their weapon. Nephenee wields the Slaying Lance Plus, which is a stronger version of Killer Lance. It has a might of 14 and accelerate trigger count by 1. As for Brina, she wields a lance from a different world, the Gear Skugel, that has a might of 16. The lance also grants her a +3 on defense, and grants physical dealing allies within 2 spaces a +3 attack and speed during combat. Whose weapon is better? It's not that hard of a pick. 1 more point to Brina. 2-5. Next, their special. Nephenee has Moonbolt that resolves combat as if foe suffered a -30% defense and resistance with a cooldown cost of 2. On the other hand, Brina has Ether, a much stronger version of Nephenee's Moonbolt that resolves combat as if foe suffered a -50% defense and resistance and restore her HP equal to 50% of the damage dealt with a high cooldown cost of 5. And according to the skill tier ranking from Game 8, Moonbolt is ranked SS. And Ether is ranked A. Nephenee scores 1 back. 3-5. Now to their passive. We won't be comparing their passive in B or C, since one of them doesn't have it, so it couldn't be compared. However, we will still briefly go through it. Nephenee has Rough in passive B, a skill that further decreases her special cooldown if her HP is 75% or less. And if an offensive special trigger, it will add 10 more damage. As for Brina, she has Dry Speed in slot C that grants allies within 2 spaces a +3 in speed during combat. And what's left is passive A. Let's start with Nephenee. She has Attack Speed 2, a passive that grants her a +2 on attack and speed. And Brina she has Sturdy Blow that grants her a +4 attack and defense during initiation. Which skill has the higher ranking? Nephenee's attack speed 2 is rank B, and Brina's Sturdy Blow is rank A. The last point goes to Brina. And that's the end of round 1. With a score of 3 against 6, the winner of first round goes to Brina! I was expecting the score to be much more closer. Anyway, let's move on to round 2, head-on fight. For this segment, I'm going to use the FEH damage calculator by Kagero chart. First, we're just going to let them brawl with their default skills, IV with no buff. Let's have a look at the result. It seems no one gets to take down their opponent in one round with their default build. However, Nephenee has the bigger advantage in the next round with her Moonbow ready to be unleashed. But since we will only consider the result for one round of combat, it's a draw. How about if we give them their recommended skill build? For Nephenee, Sling Lance Plus, Fury, Wrath, Bonfire. For Brina, Gears Google, Fury, Lancebreaker, Moonbow. And the result? Brina managed to take down Nephenee in both phases with the help of Lancebreaker and Moonbow. In the case that Nephenee has a Lancebreaker too, there won't be a KO. However, if Brina doesn't have Lancebreaker and Nephenee does, Nephenee would have KO'd Brina during both phases too. Hence, the best build 1-on-1 fight ended in a tie. And since both fights ended with no one leading, I hereby declare round 2 concluded in a draw. Before we proceed to the last segment, let's have a look at the result so far. Nephenee is trailing behind with only a draw compared to Brina that already has a win. Could Nephenee win the last round to avoid a defeat? Or would the title end in the hands of Brina? Let's find out in round 3, Mass Battle. For this round, we will be using the Mass Battle calculator by Undo Krandu to calculate how effective are they against all the other heroes. Whoever gets the most kill is the winner. First, we will calculate the result with their default build. And the result? Nephenee draws 39, loses 27, and wins 110. What about Brina? She draws 33, loses 31, and wins 112. So close! Brina had 2 more kills than Nephenee while initiating. But if you look at their losses, Brina has 4 more losses than Nephenee. What if they defend first? Would Nephenee outperform Brina? Yes! Nephenee draws 22, loses 11, and wins 143. As for Brina, she draws 34, loses 28, and wins 114. Let's add the result for both phases. Who has the most kills? The answer is Nephenee, 1-0. Let's move on to their best build. Who will win this time? Nephenee draws 11, loses 18, and wins 147. As for Brina, she draws 4, loses 23, and wins 149. Again, Brina has 2 more kills than Nephenee during initiation. What if enemy attack first? Will the result remain the same? Let's have a look. Nephenee draws 3, loses 12, and wins 161. As for Brina, she draws 4, loses 15, and wins 157. This time, Nephenee gets more kills. And if you add up both initiation and defense, the best build fight will go to Nephenee. And with a complete victory in the last round, the winner of round 3 is Nephenee! Which means, ladies and gentlemen, the result for this episode, My Waifu or Husbando, is better than yours, concluded in another draw! What a close fight, especially in the last round. Even though Brina might have won the first fight with her better stats and weapon, but Nephenee's passive skill gave her the edge during the mass battle, which ultimately caused the match to end in a tie. So, what's your thought on the result? Who do you think should have been the better waifu? Let's discuss. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Aki Gaming for more interesting content like this. You could also leave a comment below to suggest who would you like to feature in a future episode. By the way, I've just started a Patreon page in order to get a little more funding on my content creation. It would mean a lot to me if you decided to support me as a patron. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you same time next week.